All right, guys, did you hear about the homeless, psychotic dude in New York on the subway? He was being all nuts, like psychos are, threatening passengers, and I guess it got so bad there were 3 people that restrained the guy. This black dude is homeless and batshit crazy. He'd been arrested like 50 times. There was a warrant out for his arrest for punching a 70-year-old woman in the face.
This morning, authorities now investigating this deadly chokehold caught on camera on a New York City subway. Witnesses say Jordan Neely, who is believed to be homeless, was shouting and threatening passengers when a 24-year-old Marine veteran jumps in, placing Neely in a chokehold. The disturbing video of Monday's altercation shows the veteran lying beneath Neely, holding him in a headlock position as the 30-year-old struggles and eventually loses consciousness. Neely was pronounced dead at the hospital, a medical examiner ruling it a homicide by compression to his neck. Some protesters gathering Wednesday calling for an arrest. The man who pinned Neely down was questioned and then released, telling investigators he was trying to help his fellow passengers who felt scared and threatened. Neely is recognizable to some in New York City as a Michael Jackson impersonator who frequently danced in Times Square. Records show he'd been arrested more than 40 times on the subway. Now, authorities say in addition to his dozens of prior arrests, Neely also had a documented history of mental health-related issues. The Coalition for the Homeless called this a complete travesty and said this is another failure of providing critical mental health services to the homeless population.
The guy, I'm sure he was a drug addict. He was a turd. But a Marine, this white guy, Marine, on the subway had to restrain him. He put him in like a chokehold, and I guess the guy died. But this probably, who knows? Maybe he's on fentanyl or something. You know what I mean? Like George Floyd, and because he overdosed, maybe his heart stopped. You know, if you looked at George Floyd's autopsy, it'll tell you that he had enough fentanyl in him to kill him for sure. So they're calling it a homicide. You know, they restrained him, he put him in a chokehold, and the dude died. Maybe he shouldn't have been fucking with people on the subway. It's too bad they don't have cops on the subway. They defunded the cops big time in New York. They should have had cops, and it shouldn't be the citizens' responsibility. Defunding the cops and letting criminals out of jail and letting psychos run around, mentally ill people. They're putting the public in danger, and they're putting the public in a situation where sometimes they got to defend themselves, you know, or in this case, restrain a guy. You know what I mean? Restrain him so he doesn't hurt anybody. I'm sure the guy didn't mean to kill him. He was just trying to restrain him so he wouldn't hurt anybody. But, you know, no good deed goes unpunished, right? They're going to try to fry this Marine guy up, saying he's probably going to be they'll call him a racist, and he killed him just because he was black.
How you doing?
It's all bullshit. What's up, bro?
Hey, what do you think about a president that won't even acknowledge his 4-year-old granddaughter? What kind of piece of scum is that? It's ridiculous.
You call that guy a turd.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He is a human turd, Joe Biden. It's almost time for him to go back in the basement.
Yeah, right.
And hide from everybody.
Yeah, right.
What's he got to hide from, though? Reporters, all the media's on his side.
Yeah, right.
They're going to chase Joe down and go, "Hey, Joe, what's your favorite ice cream?"
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, the elections are coming up soon. What's your favorite ice cream, Joe?
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, they're all on the same side. Scoundrelly scumbags. So did you hear about the guy that got, there was this drug addict, homeless, psychopath. He used to do Michael Jackson impressions on the subway for tips and stuff. And
Yeah.
he got restrained on the subway by some guy because he was threatening people. 3 people restrained him, but one guy had him in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And was trying to restrain him, and the guy died.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we feel bad for the
Yes, was that why we're
asshole. But yeah, he died. So now they're threatening to riot and everything else.
Oh, of
and
course.
it was racism.
Was the guy black?
No, the guy died. It was black.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, New York?
Yeah.
If he was white, nobody would give a shit.
Black criminals matter to the Democrats. You know?
That's all.
Hey, that dude died. That's too bad. But the Marine that choked him out and accidentally killed him probably saved lives.
Yeah.
Because that dude was about to kill people.
Yeah.
Here, there's a arrest warrant out for this black guy. I can't think of his name, but he punched a 70-year-old woman in the face, and
Oh my God.
there was a warrant out for his arrest. Yeah. Here's a real dirtbag.
He's gone.
Yeah. Just the kind of guy that Democrats want to put out front and center.
And we don't have to worry about our tax dollars taking care of him when he's in jail.
They would have just let him out anyways.
Of
They're Democrats. It's a Democrat city. All right, Cameron, did you hear about the homeless, psychotic black dude that was acting bananas on a subway in New York, and he was threatening people, and it got to the point where 3 passengers had to restrain the guy, and a Marine got behind him and was doing a chokehold maneuver on him, but I guess it wound up killing him. They're ruling it a homicide, but you know, for all we know, it could have been he could have been overdosing on something.
It was defense,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What a sorry shape New York is in, where they don't have nearly enough cops. There should be, you could call a cop on the subway, and they did, but it probably took a half an hour or more for cops to get to them.
Right.
So the city of New York is putting the public at risk. They're letting people with mental disorders run around, and drug addicts and criminals. They're not arresting people, and they put the public at risk. And sometimes, in certain situations like this, sometimes the public has to defend themselves.
Just like that veteran did.
Yeah, you think that guy killed him on purpose?
No, he
You
did
don't
not.
think he was a racist and
No,
he did
he
it
did
just because
not.
he was black?
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
He had to defend the people around him.
Yeah.
He had to.
Well, he didn't have to. He could have just sat there and then, you know, how many videos have you seen where someone's getting assaulted on the subway and everybody just sits there and doesn't do nothing?
You're right.
Doesn't that infuriate you?
Yes, it
You know what I mean?
does.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Well,
does.
this Marine didn't just sit there and do nothing. He jumped into action
He
before.
took charge.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't want anybody to get hurt. I'm sure he didn't try to kill that dude on purpose. But
It's going to come out that he didn't do it on purpose. That
well,
other people were
you got to
threatened.
remember, you're in New York. You're in Leftyville, where you have lefty judges, and anybody that's going to sit on the jury is going to be lefty. Would it be surprising to you if they find this guy guilty and send him away for the rest of his life?
It wouldn't surprise me one
No.
bit.
No, that Derek Chauvin, he kneeled on George Floyd's back like he was trained to do, and to restrain him, and that's exactly how he was trained. But he went to prison forever.
Yep.
Yeah, even though George Floyd technically died of a fentanyl
Overdose, exactly.
Well, I don't know, man. We're in some scary times. New York maybe should not be defunding police, and maybe they should be locking up criminals. But they don't want it to be safe there. If everything is dangerous, they can keep promising to fix it. You know what I mean? Because if everything's going great, what are they going to make you promises on?
Gotta see all the positive
Yeah.
feedback we're getting.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of honks.
Well, we're getting a lot of honks. You get a couple of other people doing the other thing, but that's because they are like brainwashed.
Are you going to be out here? We're coming out here every other Friday.
Yeah, she's gonna put me on your group.
Oh, good.
I'll make a point
All right,
of
so
it.
if you guys need to pick up any Trump merch, flags, hats, all that stuff, come out here, man. We got
Waiver discounts.
you get a discount,
I'm giving you guys discounts.
and you get a discount.
Bring your friends. You can make money off of this.
Yeah. Orange City, Saxon Boulevard, and Enterprise Road. We were not going to be out here next Friday, but the following Friday. We're doing every 2 weeks.
Some of these hubbies.
Yeah. We the people are pissed off. Come and take it. Yep. Good stuff. He's got all of the. You need something for you. Oh, get rid of that. You get little magnets for your truck. Trader Joe. Biden. Pay more, live worse. So come out here. Not next Friday, but the following Friday.
Anyway, yeah, you're in.
So hey, let me ask you something. Did you hear about the drug addicted psychopath? I don't know if he was drug addicted, but I'm pretty sure he was. Black BLMer who was acting all bananas on the subway, and he was threatening the passengers, and 3 people had to restrain the guy. One of the guys was a Marine, got the guy in a chokehold and was trying to hold him until the cops came. and I guess the guy died. Did you hear about that?
Yes, and now they're considering it a homicide.
Well, it is a homicide. Anytime a person kills another person, whether it's accidental or on purpose, it's a homicide. It just means it wasn't a suicide or that kind of thing. They just said the N-word and said something about Biden. It's all triggered little bastards. So what do you think should happen to the Marine? I think he's a hero.
Well, I think he protected a lot of people, so yeah, I think they should be very lenient.
I blame Mayor Adams. He's the guy that doesn't have police officers. There should be a police officer on every damn subway.
And the mayor is saying that he doesn't consider it a homicide the other day on the liberal media I was watching. Okay. Yeah.
I did hear him say, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's wait for all the evidence to come out.
Right. Yeah.
Which is surprising. He's turned into quite the race baiter, Adams. So what do you think? Do you think? I say it's Mayor Adams' fault because the public is they're unsafe because there's no cops and they're not arresting. There's not enough cops.
Right.
And they're not arresting the crazy people.
Especially the way that things have been going, they should know they need more protection out there. Yeah, it definitely should be.
Yeah. I mean, how safe do you think you'd feel after all the stuff you see on the news all the time? Would you feel safe wandering around in the subways?
No, definitely
in New York?
not. No,
yeah, screw that.
It's never been safe, but this is worse.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
You know who had it all buttoned up and operating great and everybody was safe? Giuliani.
Oh yeah, Rudy. He had it. He was.
Who's the other guy? Who's that guy that was like 3 feet tall? He ran for president.
Oh, Mike.
Bloomberg.
Yeah.
3 feet tall.
Little Mike.
Mm-hmm. Are you selling many Trump ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the Jeep things, right? How you doing? My new flag. Yeah.
Somebody's triggered over there? The BLMers are triggered. Over there. We only got about maybe 10 people out here. Conservatives don't want to come out and wave flags. We are like about maybe a year and a half early for the election. I don't know. Anytime's a good time to wave some Trump flags, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy homeless people running around New York. It's kind of a regular occurrence to have a crazy person push someone in front of an oncoming train. Usually it's a black dude pushing a Chinese lady or some kind of old woman in front of a train is what usually happens. So did you hear about the homeless black guy that got restrained on the subway?
Yeah.
He was threatening people.
But it wasn't anything to it. The guy just overreacted.
You think the guy that put him in a chokehold overreacted?
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Oh, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, no, of course not.
It's weird. There's not a lot of footage of. There's actually no footage of right before this happened. Only when 3 passengers on the train was restraining him did somebody break out the cell phone.
Yeah.
But apparently he was saying, "I'm not afraid to die," and
yeah, they're just like the other media. On social media, if you don't get the clicks, they don't film it.
Mm-hmm.
They're just looking to make some money off of it.
You think the BLMers will start burning New York down?
No.
No?
No. Nothing to be done. I mean, one of them just went to jail or just got out of jail or something.
BLMer?
Yeah. The big dog.
Yeah. Do you think maybe we should start, what should we do with all the mentally ill people running around? Because we don't really have any...
we just turn them into trans and that's the way it goes.
Turn them into trans, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well...
It's been like that ever since I can remember, ever since I was a child. They treat them a little bit and then toss them out.
Yeah.
You know, they don't
crazy people.
Yeah, I mean super crazy.
Yeah, super crazy. They'll send you to the hospital, and because you don't have insurance, they'll hold you for maybe 3 days, and then they set you loose back on the streets. I'm not sure we should be doing that.
No, when I was young in Houston, every week we'd have a big bus come in downtown Houston, and they'd let them off.
Yeah.
But every week they transport him.
Black guy that likes Trump. He don't know he's black, according to Biden. What's that? crazy people.
But they bring them in every week.
Yeah.
You know,
We
a
need
whole
to-
busload of them.
Instead of sending all that money in Ukraine, we could be building some insane asylums. There are some people that are so fucking crazy that they shouldn't ever be mingled in with the public at all. I don't care what kind of drugs they're on. I don't care what kind of drugs you can give them. They're just, it's not safe.
Did you see all that money they're sending to Taiwan or whatever for those people that put makeup on the trans people?
They're trying to trans Taiwan?
No, they're sending money for the people that do the makeup in Taiwan or whatever.
They need more trans people in Taiwan?
They're doing the makeup for them.
I don't know anything about it.
We're sending them millions of dollars for that.
Wow. Every country we send ambassadors to, we preach to them about, hey, trans rights and trans this and trans that.
Yeah, works.
How embarrassing.
Yeah.
We're a full-blown embarrassment. It's a goddamn clown world over here.
That's all part of it, you know.
The New World Order has trans in it?
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that shit.
Well, you shouldn't want anything to do with
Yeah.
that.
I ain't going down without a fight. I got one of those flags.
I know, I finally got mine.
That's nice.
I'm a slow learner.
What does it say?
Second Amendment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, what do you guys think? Do you think the guy, the Marine, is a racist killer? Or should we wait for all the evidence to come out and see what really happened? The lefties want to jump to conclusions. Hey, follow me on YouTube, ScrewTube, Rumble, and I'm on Twitter now. So do it.
What is your gender? My gender? I'm a mechanic. Mechanic. That is your gender.